Hi, everyone. Welcome to One on One on God 101. She was almost voted America's favorite house guest. You know her, you love her, you watched her on Big Brother 26. Angela, everyone. Hi, Angela.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. I want to let everyone know we are recording this 1 week after the finale.
Right.
So you've only had 7 days to decompress. How are you doing back in the real world?
I am doing fabulous. I am home. I am home with my grandchildren, and you know how much I miss them. They were waiting for me right outside my door when I got home, and I just got those baby hugs. I'm so happy to be home.
Now, to remind anyone who forgot, or maybe people got caught up in the show and didn't see the first episode. You live in Salt Lake City. You're a
Yes.
realtor.
Yes.
You're a wife. You're a mother. You're a nana.
I sure am, Julie.
And in your eviction interview, you were like, "I don't even know who I am. Like, I'm trying to find who Angela is." Have you changed as a result of being in Big Brother for 90 days? Are you a different person?
Julie, I did go to the show to kind of stand on my own and just kind of figure out who I am by myself because I do know who Angela is as the wife, the mom, the friend, and the nana is. I just wanted to see who I was on my own. And quite honestly, I am that same girl. I just am. I have always been strong. I have always been resilient, and I have always been a fighter. And I guess I just had to look in the mirror and see that. And yes, being on the show, I recognize all of those qualities in myself. So it was a big eye opener and a big boost of just like, girl, you got this. So, yes, it has changed me. It's changed mindset.
What did your family say to you the first time you saw them about what they saw in you and how they thought you did on the show?
My husband is so proud of me. He thought after week 2, I was going home. I'd have the boot. And he kept preparing the house and having it cleaned before each week because he's like, that girl's going home. But he said, I am resilient. I am a fighter. I am strong. I found a way to stay each week. He's so proud of me. And I am so proud of myself. My family's proud of me. And they said, Mama, you got a big mouth, but you still stayed in the house.
Now, the name of this little show is One on One on God 101. Because
Right.
I always say on Big Brother, but first, but first. But in life, I try and say and live, but first, God. Can we
Right.
talk about, we want to get back to Big Brother, but can we talk about who God is to you in your life?
Sure. Sure. I grew up Christian beliefs in the faith. And as an adult and as a woman, I do believe in a higher power. I believe in the power of prayer. And I do believe that there is a God that is looking out for all of us and has created us.
When you were in the Big Brother house and you were thinking, oh my gosh, like this is getting too much, did you ever pray in the house?
I did. I did. Again, I do believe in the power of prayer, and I would do it when I would get under the covers so that the cameras can't see me, and just honestly, I don't believe that I have to be. Uh, I did. I prayed in the house. Probably should have prayed a little bit more. Might have helped me a bit more, but I did. I prayed for my family back home. I prayed that they would understand and be able to get through everything that they needed to without me being there. My daughter just having a baby. I prayed for people in the game, and I prayed for myself.
Was it what you're a huge fan. You
I,
know the game.
yeah.
Was it what you expected? If so, how? If not, how?
Um, it somewhat was what I expected, but I think everybody going into the house, including myself, you just never know what you're going to get because it's always a different group of people, and everybody comes into the house possibly with strategy. But that doesn't always turn out the way that you had hoped because of the players. The house itself. It was beautiful. I was impressed with everything. I know you probably heard me walk in there and go, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And the players were beautiful too. Honestly, I do love everybody that was in that house. And I, I had ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it was my story. It was their story. and I'm getting tongue twisted here, but I just no, Julie, it wasn't what I expected. What you see on TV is not what you experience.
Well, you know what we say? Our tagline is expect
Exactly, the
the
unexpected. And
unexpected.
definitely that was my experience.
All right, you're a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
How much would the Big Brother house sell for in Salt Lake City in the best neighborhood in Salt Lake?
Oh, 3 mil.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
especially in Cottonwood Heights.
I can't imagine what it would go for in Los Angeles.
I couldn't either.
But okay, I feel, you know what? I'm going to tell our set designer you said that. He's going to feel so good.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was
Um,
beautiful.
there were rumors that maybe you would or should go on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. If my buddy Andy Cohen were to call you, I think I'm going to text him after this.
Okay.
Would you do it?
You know what, Julie? Expect the unexpected.
That's not a no.
Not a no.
So for the right circumstances, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if those women can handle me, Julie.
Well, that's why we need to cast you. So you've seen it.
Oh, of course I've seen it.
Okay. Do you know any of them?
I am acquainted with Whitney.
Okay. I haven't seen enough of it to know who Whitney is, but if you were to go on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, what would you do?
Just be myself. You know
take
that. I'm unapologetically Angela. And I just, I speak my mind, and I have a big mouth. So, it could be a wild ride.
Have you watched any of the Big Brother episodes since being home for 1 week?
I have watched up to episode 3.
Okay, and what just happened on episode 3? Did you come down the stairs yet? And
No, I have not.
Okay.
I haven't gotten to that part.
Have you seen clips of that on social media or anything?
Of course. Yes, my kids are like already showing me.
What did you think of what your kids showed you? And what did your kids think of that epic scene?
What I think about that is in those moments in that house, I needed to do that for me. I needed to do that because I felt Matt had me convinced that the entire house was against me, and their actions kind of, maybe it was my paranoia, but it kind of reflected that. And so I really needed the house to know where I stood and where he stood and what transpired in my HOH room on our one-on-one. So I feel good about it. Again, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'll let you know how I'm feeling in the moment. My kids were like shocked that I did that, especially so soon in the game. They were worried that I would go home as a result. But you know what? I'm living proof that you can go ahead and speak your mind, stick up for yourself, and you can still stay in the house.
Who do you think you will be lifelong friends with that you met in the house?
Do we want multiple people or just one?
Say that again?
Do you want multiple names or just one?
Oh, I want anyone and everyone that you think this is someone I'm going to want to keep in touch with for the rest of my life.
Okay, Leah, number 1. I love Tucker, Chemo, Cedric, and okay, who do I have here? Leah, Chemo, Cedric, and Tucker. That's it.
What about Mackenzie?
Oh, and Joseph. I love Joseph.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I do. I care about Joseph very much.
When you were voting at the end, what made you, because we only give you a few seconds to say what and why you're voting for the person you're voting for. Talk me through your thoughts. Was it a slam dunk that you were voting for Chelsea to win, or did you struggle? Expand on your thoughts of what you went through as you were deciding between the two women.
Okay. To be honest with you, on our way to a finale night where we have to vote, I was kind of at a crossroads because I didn't know which players would be final two. We did have Cam, we had Chelsea, and we had Mackenzie. And so it would have depended on the factors of who was, at the final two. And I did play around with the ideas and kind of switching people around. Honestly, it just kept coming down to Chelsea. Chelsea played a really good game. It seemed very calculated, well thought out. And she literally had Cam and Mackenzie playing her game moves for her. I couldn't see what was going on behind closed doors, but I can only imagine that she was the one setting up each eviction and how she wanted it to play out. So ultimately, I feel like she was the strategist. And not only was she a strategist, but she was also very, very good in the comps. And to me, it kind of has to balance. It can't just be about comps.
You are a super fan, and some people have given heat to Mackenzie for choosing to bring Chelsea with her to final two instead of Cam.
Right.
She knew it could cost her the game, and she didn't want to be someone that she's not. However, it is a game. What is your opinion?
She should have taken Cam. It is Big Brother. You basically handed that $750,000 to Chelsea on a silver platter. She should have taken Cam if she wanted to win the game.
Did you tell her that?
No, I didn't get an opportunity, I don't think.
Mm. I'm sure you watched the season with Cody and Derek. And
yes,
people thought Cody made the mistake of not bringing Victoria with him. So,
right.
But
same circumstances.
I don't envy any of you making tough decisions and having to play that game. I really admire anyone who wants to sign up for it and does it with their whole fiber of their being, because it's hard.
It's so hard.
What do you want to tell people now that you've lived it and gone through it?
Honestly, Julie, the whole time, even though you might have seen me crying and I was worried to be labeled the crybaby, it takes on a whole different, you take on a whole different persona. You are dealing with people that you're trying to get to know. You're dealing with the fact that you could be evicted each week. You are dealing with like walking on eggshells as well, because you don't know how people are going to perceive you and what they think of you. You want to be liked so much, and you're just trying to find your way. You're trying to find your people. And also you don't know who you can trust, because it's a game of deceit. So, it's nice to be home because you're with people who love and got your back, and they're not talking behind it. But in that house, in Big Brother house, you better have a thick skin and you better be able to take it, because they will dish it.
What have strangers, fans, viewers come up to you and said since you've been out of the house?
Do you know what, Julie? I was a little worried about that, but I have had nothing but love. The minute I got to the LAX airport, there was staff waiting for me because they knew I was on the flight around that time that day, and they came rushing me with hugs. Before you knew it, a group of people are like, "That is Angela from Big Brother." And they all wanted to come and get a picture with me. In Salt Lake, I had a group of people waiting for me. I've gone to a restaurant and I've taken so many pictures, and I've had so much love and support. Truly, I am blessed and I feel so loved.
In the final minute, tell me something you love about Matt, because I know the two of you had your ups and downs. Ultimately, he had nothing but kind words for you. When I interviewed him on this show, 101 and God 101, also during his eviction interview, which you will see, and on finale night. Can you tell me something that you do love about Matt?
I guess being a mom, I would say how much he loves his mom.
Oh, he does love his mom a lot.
Yes, I love the relationship that they have. So I can say that.
Angela, thank you. Really? I'll see you on Real Housewives of Salt Lake. Maybe.
You never know.
Until we meet again, Godspeed and God bless you.
Thank you, Julie. Much love, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.